Don't pay a quarter, don't pay a dime, don't pay a penny, don't waste your time. If half a penny is all he asks, don't give him any. Lay off his tracks, my half a penny is what he'll say. Still a steep price, just walk away.
Good morning, Hit Nation, folks, for guys and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, the host of My Happenings and the host of these Penny Quickies. We're going to talk about the game yesterday against the Warrior, the loss, everything that happened then, and then also a little bit about the game today that we have at second of back-to-back, again at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific local time, against the Sacramento Kings. And please follow us at My Happenings on Facebook. Every subscription helps. Every like helps. Every follow helps. And for those who've been watching consistently, because I've been getting 14, 16 people watching on a constant basis, thank you. Thank you so much for watching us, for watching me in particular, because I am not interesting at all. And the things I have to say are purely from the standpoint of a view, from a fan. So I was thinking about point of view, from the point of view of a fan, from the standpoint of a view. In any case, yesterday, this is not a video that I'm happy to be making, because we either win or we lose. When we lose, I come here and I say, yes, we were humiliated by the team that Jimmy Butler went to get his ring. And we always liked winning against Butler, and we did. In 3 games, we won 2. One of them, he was there, but only the one where both of the players, both Butler and Steph, were there, was the one that we lost. But the game was pretty close until the moment in which Butler got injured. It's difficult to say that because, look, at the end of the day, what Butler did last season was very disappointing. And a lot of fans like myself felt betrayed by this person who always says that he wants to be in this organization for life and so forth. But it's kind of his frustration with this front office. And indeed, if we end up seeing that we don't make any moves, not this trade before the trade deadline, which is about 15 days away, something like that. But if we don't make any considerable moves in the summer, in the off season, at the very least, then yes, we have had an agenda of pursuing someone for the summer of 2027, which just doesn't make any sense, right? As a fan, you get frustrated and you kind of see, okay, this doesn't work. And as Raf said, regardless of what happened, this team is very, very inconsistent, because we had Bam. When I see Bam's points here, when I see Bam's numbers in general, other than the rebounding end, it's just shameful. It's disgraceful. But then we still had Jaime Jaquez coming back. We had Davion Mitchell, who also didn't play his best. He had 2 turnovers. Look at the turnover list. Andrew Wiggins with 3 turnovers. Bam Adebayo with the turnover. Norman Powell with his usual 3 turnovers. You can count on Powell turning the ball over 2-3 times a game. Davion Mitchell, 2 turnovers, uncharacteristic for him. Jaime Jaquez, 4 turnovers. Simone Fontecchio, in my opinion, is playing better. 2 turnovers. Khalil Ware, 1 turnover, and then another turnover for Myron Gardner in the 3 minutes that he played. He still had a +1. One of the few people that had a plus in this team, but of course, garbage time. Not having, having Steph Curry in foul trouble and not having Jimmy Butler because of what happened to him, it should have been a game that we just basically get the opportunity to get the win. That's what I've read. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I actually agree with Raf. Their pace increased dramatically once they dramatically is an overstatement, but their pace increased once Jimmy Butler left. What they think is helpful to them because Jimmy Butler was scoring, Jimmy Butler was getting to the line, Jimmy Butler was getting under Bam's skin. It was notable for me. And then Jimmy Butler goes and tears his ACL and ends his season. In a few months, Jimmy Butler is going to be 37 years old. He's probably not going to play until very close to his 38th uh, years of age. And I don't know whether or not this means that his career is over or whether he has um, you know, another year in him. I don't know what Golden State is going to do. It's interesting. I saw the report by Shams on TV, and yeah, right now the Warriors have a lot of decisions to make. They already have Kuminga asking for a trade. It seems like they have again one more time fallen apart. Um, but that's not none of my business. My business is this: I didn't want Jimmy Butler to leave the Miami Heat, but I understand that if Jimmy Butler left the Miami Heat because he knew that this is kind of the direction where we were going, although it's true by by not giving Jimmy Butler the money that he wanted, that's how we were able to kind of get Normal Powell in a way. But it's not looking very favorable to us. Normal Powell could have been a move maybe a couple of seasons ago when we still had Butler, and Butler would have been efficient. But not only do I not wish injuries on people for real, and in this case, I didn't. I did not wish for Jimmy Butler to be injured at all. Like I don't like Butler because of the fact that he left Miami the way that he left. Because for to us fans, it was unjustified. But for him, that's a business, and this is what he's doing. And for him, this is about winning, not about entertaining the fans. So again, I understand him, but I never really held any kind of hatred, a little bit of anger, a little bit of resentment at the time, but not anger. Quite the contrary, as Nichols said, we are very much grateful for having had Butler and having had the years that he gave us in this organization. Multiple NBA finals, conference finals, and a couple of NBA finals runs. It's definitely sad, right? It's definitely not the outcome that we needed. In general, this is basically the picture. Minus 12 to Bill Larson with 19 points. Minus 24 to Wiggins with 18 points. You can see that it did get those scores at the end, but at the end, when we needed Wiggins to score, he wasn't. Bam Adebayo, 4 points, one turnovers, no blocks, no steals, 3 assists. Like I said, the only part that's interesting is the rebounds. 12 rebounds, seven defensive and 5 offensive. Offensive rebounds were not bad. They actually out-rebounded the Warriors. Normal Powell with a -6 with 21 points. -17, Davion Mitchell with 7 points. Jaime Jaquez with -10, 10 points. Simone Fontecchio with -20, 13 points. Khalil Ware with -4, 15 points. Kasparas Kaz Yakitonis -4 with 3 points, almost 14 minutes. Juice Smith with 8 minutes, -1, 5 points. Myron Gardner, like I said, under 4 minutes, +1. Nikola Jovic is also +1. 5 and 2 points respectively. Keshad Johnson played again under 4 minutes, no points, but he also ended with a +1. I think he had an assist and a defensive rebound. No, just a defensive rebound. That's it. Nothing else for him. The charts go as follows, right? We lose by 23. We out-rebounded them by 9, right? Not mistaken. Yeah. We out-rebounded them by 8, actually. Sorry, 54-46. They had 8 more assists than ours. If they're scoring, they're getting more assists. 38-30. 11 steals to 6 to them. 3 blocks to 2 to them. 13 turnovers to them. 19 turnovers to us. Ridiculous how much we turned the ball over and how much that made a difference for the Warriors, particularly in this game. The field goal percentage was also horrendous to us, as well as the 3-point percentage, right? 39.4 to us, 51.6 to them. For 3 points, 47.1 to them, 28.9 to us. We did a decent job in our free throws. I thought it was horrendous, especially at the beginning of the game when we could have gotten a little bit closer, right? 87.5% to us, 76.5%. But look at what's happening again. Points in the paint. We actually got 2 more than Golden State Warriors. Not a surprise. Both teams shoot a lot from the three. And if the Golden State Warriors get what they want, they're going to shoot more mid ranges and beyond the arc. But second chance points, we get 17 and they get 8. Fast break points, we got 14 and they get 13. So what stands out to me is, of course, the number of turnovers and the fact that we lacked efficiency and we lack consistency from Bam. Now that we finally had Davion Mitchell and Jaime Jaquez in the lineup. Now, today we face against the Sacramento Kings, second night of a back-to-back. By the way, this is our 4th straight loss on the road. 22-21, we are kind of a Yoda there. 8th in the East, 5th in points per game with 119. Rebounds per game, you moved up to 6th. It doesn't make a difference, 25.7. Assists per game moved down to 8th, 28.5. And we moved down on opponents' points allowed per game to 24th, 118.3. And as far as the injury report, we know that Tyler Hero is not traveling with the team, so he's going to miss more games. He's going to probably play under, he's not going to play many games this time. I think we had 11 games with him with a 4-7, if not mistaken, record. I might be mistaken on that. It could be 5-7. No, could be 5-6, but I think it's 4-7. No, it could be 5. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that for the Kings, Keegan Murray is out due to an ankle injury. There's nobody else that listed as questionable to us against the Kings. Seems to be a great opportunity. They are 28th in points per game at 110.6. They are 27th in rebounds per game at 40.7. They are 21st in assists per game in their conference, 25.2 in their conference in the NBA. And they are 27th in opponents' points allowed per game, 120.5. They're 14th in the Western Conference with 12-31 record. I can't even say that I'm not afraid, but that's pretty much it for me. Terrible showing by Bam Adebayo. Terrible showing by Bam Adebayo. This is when we know that we miss Hero. When things are going right with the first unit and the second unit is kind of there, we don't have a consistent Bam Adebayo. This has been the story for the Miami Heat. Again, a mid team confirming is mid status. Stay safe, stay dry, stay warm, stay as happy as possible. It's a very complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat.